Hi everyone, today we're going to learn entropy. What is entropy? I want you to imagine you are walking along the road and you see some rubbles. They are all arranged in an ordered fashion. You'd be very surprised, right? Because the rubbles are not supposed to be arranged. In fact, in the universe, things are supposed to be disordered. Everything is disordered unless and until somebody comes and make it ordered. Because everything tends to be disordered. And this is the laws of thermodynamics. Entropy is the measurement of that disorderness. So entropy, or S, is called a measure of disorderness. One interesting thing is that if you take a glass of water, you put it on the table, and after 3 to 4 days, you will see that all the water evaporates. Why is that? It is because water in liquid state, it has low entropy. And everything tends to be more disordered. So when you put it there, after 2 to 3 days, it will evaporate. Because when it evaporates, it becomes vapor, and the vapor has higher entropy. So entropy is a measure of disorderness. And interestingly, if you look at the universe, if you look at the sky, you will see that the clouds are not arranged in one space. The shape of the cloud is not, circular or not triangular, okay, and it's not fixed. It's spread out everywhere, disordered, and that's how generally in the universe things are generally disordered, unless somebody makes it ordered. So that's the reason. This is one of the proof that when we look at the sky, when we look at the plants, when we look at the cells, when we look at the universe, when we look at the nature, we see everything is beautiful. It's arranged under the microscope. When you see cell, we see it's beautifully arranged, beautifully designed. And according to laws of thermodynamics, there has to be someone who is designing it, who is ordering it. And guess who is that? Obviously, Allah is the one who does it. Anyways, so this topic is because change in entropy is denoted as delta S, and delta S tends to be positive always. Why? Because things tends to be more disordered. So delta is generally tends to be positive. In your syllabus, there are some examples that you need to learn. For example, if you have sodium solid and you heat it to make it gas, sodium gas, the change of entropy would be positive. Why? Because in solid state, it has low entropy because it is arranged, ordered. But when you heat it, it's going to be a gas and the entropy change will be positive. In a chemical reaction, when you have nitrogen plus 3H2O, 3H2 equal to 2NH3, you can see when the reaction goes forward, 4 mole, here are 1 mole nitrogen, 3 mole hydrogen, 4 mole of the gas. When it goes forward, it produces 2 mole of gas. So 4 mole, if the reaction goes forward, you get less molecule of gas. So when it goes forward, the reaction is the result of the reaction is that you get less molecule of gas. So it gets less disordered. So delta S is negative. But if you go backward, you have 2 mole of gas in the right side, but in the left side there are 3 and plus 1, 4 mole of gas in the left side. So number of mole of gas increases if you go right to left. And if it goes backward, the delta S is positive, because the disorderness increases because of there is more molecule of gas. Now, last thing, this is very important, because if you mistake it, if you have mistake in that, you will not be able to answer further questions in the past paper, and that is the unit of delta S or S is joule per Kelvin per mole. It's not kilojoule. This is very important to understand.